Hello everybody, this is our third following video about energy and for energy students. So we hope the videos are going to be very helpful for you. So today our topic is about kinetic energy. So last lesson we talked about potential energy and its types. So kinetic energy is the motion of waves, electrons, atoms, molecules, substances, and objects. Types of kinetic energy. So the first type of kinetic energy is radiant energy. So this is the electromagnetic energy that travels in transverse waves. Radiant energy includes visible light, X-rays, gamma rays, and radio waves. Light is one type of radiant energy. Sunshine is radiant energy, which provides the fuel and warmth that make life possible on Earth. So these are the examples of kinetic energy or radiant energy. So next type is thermal energy, or heat energy can be called. So this is the energy that comes from the movement of atoms and molecules in a substance. Heat increases when these particles move faster. Geothermal energy is the thermal energy in the Earth. So this is the example of thermal energy. Heating tea in a teapot. So next is motion energy. Motion energy is the energy stored in the movement of objects. The faster they move, the more energy is stored. It takes energy to get an object moving, and the energy is released when object slows down. Wind is an example of motion energy. A dramatic example of motion energy can be a car crash. A car comes to a total stop and releases off all its motion energy at once in an uncontrolled instant. Sound. Sound is the movement of energy through substances in compression or rarefaction waves. Sound is produced when a force causes an object or substance to vibrate. The energy is transformed through the substance in a wave. Typically, the energy in sound is smaller in other forms of energy. Electrical energy. So that's the energy delivered from tiny charged particles called electrons, typically moving through a wire. Lightning is an example of the electrical energy in nature. This is the example. So let's move to the tasks. So you are going to make up sentences using the words like, for example, lightning. Lightning that happens in nature a lot. So you have to use the words in your sentences and like build up your vocabulary resource. So let's move to the lexical units of the case. So this is the case about wind energy. So we are going to learn more about the wind energy and the words connected with the wind. So growing power source. Growing means it's increasing. It's becoming more and more. And the next is sharers of the energy. Sharer means the distribution, the parts of the energy. So wind turbines. Wind turbines is the equipment that uses wind to produce the other form of energy. Mechanical noise. Mechanical noise is the noise connected with the equipment itself. Wind power. This is the energy, wind energy. Sound emissions. Sound emissions, that kind of mechanical noise coming from the equipment and other sources. So turning blades. Turning blades is a part of the wind turbines. So usually mechanical noise and the sound emissions can come from turning blades. Blade design. This is the design that connects with the blade. So today, in our modern world, the design of the blades are becoming more complex and more less emitting the sound. Negative attitude. That's not positive. That's a bad attitude towards something. Construction activities. Construction activities, that's the building activities. So road traffic. This is when there are lots of cars like cannot move around. This is the road traffic. Let's move to the next our case study. So this is about wind energy and the problems connected with the wind power. Wind, among the fastest growing power source in the world. Technology is being developed rapidly, and wind power is supplying significant shares of energy in some areas of the world. Sound emissions of turbines, of the wind turbines, can be subdivided into mechanical and aerodynamic sound. Mechanical noise from the gearbox or generator has been virtually eliminated. Therefore, the turning blades are the main source of the sound. However, changes in the blade design and the operation can reduce this. Compared to road traffic, trains, construction activities, and many other sources of the industrial noise. However, the sound generated by wind turbines in operation is comparatively low. In this regard, people's negative attitudes brings the most important challenges installing a wind turbine, because lots of people are afraid of sound emissions. So your task is to suggest some ways to change people's attitudes towards wind turbines positively and make them believe sound emissions of turning blades are lower than they expect. The questions connected with the case that you can discuss with your friends and get some possible solutions to the problem. So I hope this video will be very helpful for you and to increase your knowledge about the wind power energy and the kinetic types of energy. So see you next time. Goodbye.